Now, Gloria. Now, just turn that divine little nose towards me, just a fraction. That's it. Oh, exquisite. You are, without doubt, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Might the most beautiful girl in the world have a glass of lemonade?
Your wish is my command.
Come on, Jumble. You'd think there could only be one most beautiful girl in the world, wouldn't you? Means stands to reason.
What are you babbling about?
Well, today he says it's you. Last week it was Daphne Crane.
Daphne Crane?
The most beautiful girl in the world. Or at least she was last week.
Oh, she was she?
That's Hilda. She's the most beautiful girl in the world the week before. Melanie, she was last month. Biddy, Jane, Letitia.
Now, lemonade with not too much sugar. You are sweet enough already. Ah. Look, Gloria, I can explain.
Explain?
I say, Gloria?
Mother? Mother! Do you think it suits me? No fighting in here! Where's my costume? William!
Mother! He's ruined my whole life.
Well, maybe that'll teach you not to be so fickle with your affection. And what about this costume? I hired it specially for the Dunwoodies party. 10 minutes with the sewing basket, you'll have it right as rain. You will still take my picture for the Hadley Bugle, won't you? When I've mended the dress. Not with your father's camera, you won't. You know he doesn't let anyone touch it. Now, see, now look what you've done. That will do. Now, there we are. Menus till Wednesday. Oh, and our guest will be arriving on the 2:25 from town, so he'll be here for tea.
Right you are, Mum.
What guest? Your father's cousin, Percy Cranthorpe. He's coming for the weekend.
Percy Cranthorpe? Well, isn't he the... Shh. But I'm right at times like Percy...
It's rude keeping secrets from people, and whispering's rude too. But I don't care about your silly secrets, because I've got hundreds of them, and I bet my secrets are much more interesting than some silly old father's cousin called Percy Cranthorpe. So there. What you need is a special drink to make you invisible. I haven't got time to go around inventing special drinks. I just need to hide so I can hear what Father says to Cranthorpe. Under the desk? No, they'd see me. Behind this chair? No, it wouldn't work. There's nowhere then. Unless I stand outside the window and listen in, like spies do. You'd never hear what they were saying. Come on, I'll Cranthorpe do any minute.
Sorry to keep you, Mr. Cranthorpe. William's not always easy to find. Say how do you do, William?
How do you do, William?
Oh, I'm afraid he thinks he has a sense of humour.
I wonder, do you think that dog...
Come on, Jumble. We'll leave you two to have a nice chat.
Now, William, I've heard a lot about you.
I haven't heard anything about you.
Really? Well, I haven't seen your father for years. You're just like him as a lad.
What, was he deaf even then?
Deaf? Oh, Podger Brown?
Well, not completely. Just quite deaf. So you have to shout very loudly. And he's very touchy about it. Doesn't like people saying anything about him being deaf.
Really?
You just have to shout and stuff.
Poor old soul.
Really, William? Old crackpot Cranthorpe? Deaf?
Well, not completely. You just have to shout very, very loud. And he doesn't like anyone mentioning it. And he shouts himself too, like deaf people do.
Dear.
Poor old soul.
So, I gather you've already met William?
Yes, he's quite a character.
Do you think he's the type for boarding school?
Well, that's where Clifftop comes into its own. Mens sana in corpore sano. A sound mind in a sound body. The boys are up at 6 sharp for cross-country.
Get the cobwebs out, eh?
Then it's a bracing cold shower, then straight to chapel. Lots of fresh air, that's our secret. And plenty of fresh vegetables, too. I say, Podger, I hope you don't mind my mentioning this, but I was sorry to hear about your going deaf.
Me?
Boarding school? Not likely. No outlaws, no jumble, just cold showers and nasty vegetables, and millions of lessons. Well, they've got another think coming.
Now, William, what was the point of your little prank?
Are you sure it was nothing to do with trying to hear our chat, William?
Well, if it was, jolly clever. I like clever boys.
Mr. Cranthorpe's a headmaster, William,
Of a boarding school.
as you no doubt heard.
What say you, William? Shall we seek for truth in the groves of Academe?
Pardon?
Would you like to go to boarding school, William?
Suppose so.
Splendid! Now, Robert tells me you're something of a cricketer.
He is up to something. Mark my words.
He's always up to something.
Yes. We're going to get rid of him. We have to pull out all the stops.
See? Told you I was no good.
If at first you don't succeed. Perhaps just a little more room. Really am most awfully sorry.
Oh, no, don't.
You must let me pay for the damage.
Shame of it, my dear.
I have to pay for broken windows. Why shouldn't he? Just because he's the headmaster of a boring school.
You mean boarding school?
I know what I mean.
You say you want to test William's arithmetic, huh, boy?
Ah, yes. Now, you don't by any chance happen to have a blackboard, do you?
I think there's one up in the attic.
Yes, there is.
Yes, I'll fetch it.
You can't go clambering about in attics. You need a rest.
Mother, don't fuss. Anything to help my dear little brother get the education he deserves.
Charming family, Podger. One for all and all for one, eh? You must be very proud.
Yes, we are.
Just pop the answers in my room. Shouldn't take more than 15 minutes.
Righto, Mr. Crackpot.
The name's Crandall, as you well know.
15 minutes to get all those right. No, stupid. To get them all wrong.
Everything all right, Mr. Roberts?
Oh, yes, sir. Fine. Yes, just... Thank you. 7,760 divided by 42 equals.
Don't expect me to help. I'm hopeless at sums.
Oh, don't worry your little head about the sums. All you have to do is forge his handwriting.
I don't see why I should help you out. You won't photograph me in my fancy dress costume.
Ethel, imagine life without William. No more accidents, no more apple pie beds, no more broken windows, and no more broken hearts.
What's the first question?
Right.
Mr. Cranthorpe? Ghosts and ghouls? Haunted England? Phantom of the night? Conquer your fear? How I overcame my fear of ghosts. No wonder they call him crackpot. Maybe his school's got ghosts. Be worth going if it has. Except for the cold showers. And cross-country runs. And vegetables. There. Let's see what what old crackpot makes of that. Come on, Ginger.
We always are ready. Steady, boys. Steady. Quite extraordinary. 19 out of 20.
Only 19?
Mrs. Brown, I think you may have something of a genius here.
Oh, well, he's always been unusual.
That's one way of putting it.
Well done, William.
Here, here, jolly good show.
What happens? Suppose I must be a genius.
William, your sister tells me you're a most talented pianist.
You don't want to believe her, honestly.
I'll be the judge of that, shall I?
Highly unconventional, of course. But then they so often are, aren't they?
They?
Musical geniuses.
Stravinsky.
Stravinsky?
Stravinsky. But it's William's own composition. So what do you make of our own dear William, Mr. Cranthorpe?
Reckon he's a cliff-top man?
Well, it's exceedingly rare to come across such an accomplished all-rounder. But I don't imagine you're good at everything, so the question is, what is your Achilles heel, young man, eh?
I had athlete's foot once. Does that count?
Not at the table, William.
Dear, dear, someone hasn't read his Iliad.
Perhaps you'd care to tell us about Achilles, Robert.
Me? Well, he was a Roman emperor.
A Greek warrior.
Yes, and he had a rather gammy foot, and
I think you'd better put us out of our misery, Percy.
When Achilles was a baby, his mother held him by his heel and dipped him into the river Styx, so that he would become invincible. So he was invulnerable except for his heel. You follow? The waters couldn't get to it. And the consequence was, when his heel was wounded in battle, it was curtains for Achilles. Hence the phrase, Achilles' heel. Someone's weak spot. Find it, and you've got them where you want them.
I'm afraid you may be going over William's head, Mr. Cranthorpe.
William, in your own words, an Achilles' heel is what?
Someone's weak spot. Find it and you've got them where you want them.
Spot on.
Well, I think that's jolly interesting. In fact, that's probably the most interesting thing I've ever heard in the whole history of hearing things. It's tremendous to be learning really interesting history stuff. So thank you, Mr. Cranthorpe. Very much indeed. Oh well, way past my bedtime, I suppose. Good night, Mr. Cranthorpe. Good night, Mother, Father, Robert, Ethel. I hope you all sleep very well.
Delightful boy. Enter.
Just wanted to say good night, sir.
Someone's been moving my things about. My books, my clothes, everything.
Really? Oh no, that must mean...
What?
I'm afraid it might be the ghost.
A ghost? Here?
They say seeing her is supposed to be the beginning of the end.
William, you should be in bed.
Yes, Father. Good night, Mr. Cranthorpe.
Everything all right, Percy?
Oh, yes, yeah, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Cranthorpe. Everything all right? Gust of wind, rust in the bushes. Hey, presto, what ghost?
I know what I saw.
Yes. I think I do too. You don't fool me, you little horror. I'm sure there's a perfectly rational explanation. Perhaps it was Ethel.
At 1:30 in the morning.
Cranthorpe's rather late coming down.
I expect he's gone home early.
What a bizarre idea.
What are you up to now?
Why does everyone always think I'm up to something?
It's what's known as experience, William.
Good morning. You obviously slept well.
On the contrary, dear lady, the ghost, you know.
Ghost?
The headless lady.
Yes. Well, tea or coffee?
No, thank you. I always have my morning run on an empty stomach. I'll see you later.
He's your cousin.
Come along, William.
Do I have to?
It's only polite.
And the exercise will do you good.
William! Come on. Bob, we do this every morning, Cliff Top. Hello, boy. Think of that bracing turn
Oh, Jumble, what are we going to do?
How dare you? That song means the world to me.
I wouldn't say Gloria is really the most beautiful girl in the world.
That's all you know.
But she did look quite nice this morning, I must say, for a girl.
You saw Gloria this morning?
She came to give you a message. Said to meet her at the summer house at 12 o'clock.
I don't believe you.
Yes, she said you wouldn't. And I said, I can't help that, can I? If he doesn't believe me. That even if it means not seeing the most beautiful girl in the world ever again. And she said to bring Father's camera so you can take her picture again.
I'm not allowed to use it.
I'm only telling you what she said.
But why has Robert changed his mind?
All I know is, he said to tell you that he will photograph you in your fancy dress after all. But only if you're at the summer house at 12 o'clock sharp.
I don't believe you.
I can't help that, can I? I'm not the one who wants my photograph taken. And he wants to know, who are you supposed to be exactly?
An Elizabethan lady. And I still don't believe you.
See?
But that only gives me 10 minutes to change. Honestly, men.
Having a nice nap, Mr. Cranthorpe?
Apparently not.
Oh dear.
Tell me, did you see her too last night?
No, did you?
Afraid so.
Rather you than me. They don't haunt members of the family, just visitors.
They? There's more than one?
Well, according to the last person who stayed in your room, they're Elizabethan ladies. There's the one with no head, she comes out at night. And then there's the one with a head. She was murdered at 12 o'clock on a Saturday. That's when people see her mostly.
12 noon?
Yes, she wears a funny hat and a gold dress with a long bit at the back. Luckily, I've never seen her. I should be scared stiff.
Conquer your fears. Conquer your fears. On the lawn. There, boy, can't you see?
No, can you?
Yes.
Where?
On the lawn, can't you see?
Not a thing, but I'm scared, Mr. Cranthorpe.
This ghost of yours, what does her coming portend?
I beg your pardon?
What happens to people who see her?
Supposed to mean bad luck. And it means double bad luck. The one who sees her is with someone else at the time.
Double bad luck.
The one who sees her is supposed to have 7 years bad luck. But mainly through the one who's with him when he sees her. Funny, because I was with the last person who saw her too. Poor old Auntie Flora.
What became of her?
First, all her teeth fell out, then all her hair, then she got kidnapped and was never seen again.
I shall ask you one last time, William Brown. Did you see anyone on the lawn?
Oh,
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary.
are you all right? Can I get you anything?
Thank you, William. I'm fine. As a matter of fact, there is something.
Yes, Mr. Cranthorpe?
A railway timetable, if you'd be so kind.
Yes, Mr. Cranthorpe.
I'll leave a note for your father. Goodbye, William, in a most unusual weekend.
Are you or are you not going to take my picture?
I've told you. No. Go away.
Does Father know you've borrowed his camera?
None of your business. What time do you make it?
5 past. And William said to be here at 12 o'clock sharp, and you take my photograph for the Bugle.
Well, William is in a world of his own, and you should know that by now.
Well, what are you going to photograph then?
Not what. Who? Gloria. My own glorious Gloria. She's due any minute.
Says who?
Says...
William. You are in such trouble.
The lens is ruined.
I am sorry, Father, but you see, it was all William's fault.
It jolly well was not.
Did William touch the camera?
No.
Did he push Ethel into the wheelbarrow?
Well, not
No,
exactly.
Then I fail to see how it can be William's fault.
He's gone.
Who's gone?
Mr. Cranthorpe. Urgent business calls me away. No place for William at Clifftop after all. Sorry. Poor William. After all your hard work, are you very disappointed?
Well, I expect I'll get over it.
That's a ticket, old man. Chin up, eh?
It's probably all for the best. Mr. Cranthorpe was rather peculiar. How about something to cheer you up? Eh, my brave little soldier? How about some nice chocolate biscuits?
Now, do you have any idea how much this cost?
Really cost my
It's about time you both started taking responsibility for your own actions. You can't go round blaming young William for everything, you know.
But Father, it's so unfair. I don't know how you can blame us. Come on, Jumble.